Our next guest today has used his expertise to help tackle high-profile global air pollution problems, from helping the Australian government with Sydney's air pollution in their tunnels to improving air quality at the Pentagon after 9/11. And today we're talking about ways to improve the air quality in your own home. We're joined by air quality expert Bill Converse. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
So you've had a very interesting life. Tell me a little bit about, working at the Pentagon and things to that extent.
Well, we got involved in the Pentagon after the crash, and after they put the fires out, and really most of the real wreckage was gone, but the entire Pentagon then was still full of all of the fumes of everything from the bodies to the smoke to everything else. And you couldn't work there, and it was essential that they get going again. And so we were invited in to put our technology in to try to quickly cure the problem.
Now, a lot of people's homes have air filters in them. How well does an air filter work?
Well, I've been involved in air purification for 35 years, and it's been a process, because 35 years ago, filters were about all there really were. And people have recognized for a long time that it only cures part of the problem, doesn't work very well, and that's why we keep looking for new solutions. And you need a filter because you have to get the big stuff out of the air, but it's still the small stuff that really causes the problems.
And I've actually had a fire at one of my jobs, and the air feels like it's poison after that. Some plastic burned, and it's there for a long time. You really do need to make it better, don't you?
You really do, and you're right, it is toxic, but you're probably not at the toxic level. But it's still annoying, it still destroys the quality of life, and you really don't function well because you're in it. And you have to get rid of all of the particles, all of the stuff that smoke is made up of. And until you do, you're going to constantly remember the fire that was there. I'm sure you had the experience of for months and months after that, all of a sudden you'd smell the smoke again.
Exactly, exactly. So in the past, they've thought of cleaning up the air, with filters and things. What's the thought now?
Well, the thought now is that we've gone about as far as we can when it comes to removing the things from the air. And so the new technology and the new thought is maybe we can get the air to clean itself and act more like nature does outside, because in nature there is no equivalent of a filter, and yet it's clean and it continually renews itself. And so the idea now is to put energy back into the air to get the air to clean itself. And I think, and also then to help with the way we are able to cope with the things in the air by improving our health by effectively putting us in outdoor air longer.
That's fascinating. So how does it all work then?
Well, the one thing that's different between indoor air and outdoor air is the amount of energy that is in the air. Just a small amount of the ingredients of the air being energized makes a huge difference. By the sun puts the energy in the air outdoors. Indoors, we do it electrically with an electrical field and creating a bunch of particles. But the essence is we're using electricity to replace the sun by continually replenishing the energy to get the energy up to the outdoor levels, and then the air cleans itself.
That is a fascinating idea, and you'll actually be giving a speech tonight so folks can learn more about it and have some solutions they can use in the house. And this could help people with asthma or just, quality of life in general, make your air more breathable in your house.
Well, we think it's going to have some real major effects on everything from learning to general health. Even things like memory are so much improved when you're in outdoor air. And so we're involved in a real educational process to try to get people to learn about the real value of breathing more outdoor air, and if you can't, at least making your air more like outdoor air.
That's fascinating. Well, if you want to join in this air quality discussion, it's going on tonight, June 26th at 6:30 p.m. at the Brookville Ruritan Clubhouse. That's on Beverly Hills Circle in Lynchburg. Also, if you can't come, you can always find out more online at AirRestoreUSA.com. And thanks so much for joining us.